Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're not going to be talking about Call of Duty as you might expect here on this channel because that is typically the game we talk about. Today we're going to be talking about a game that was considered by many to be a game that could in fact kill Call of Duty. I love when that saying comes along every couple of years. This is going to be the game that kills Call of Duty. You know, this is going to be the God killer, right? No. See, the thing is, a lot of people don't realize that the thing that's going to kill Call of Duty is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to kill itself eventually. So I don't know why these other game developers don't just sit back and let that happen. But regardless, today we're going to be talking about Battalion 1944. Battalion is a game that was announced way back in February of 2016, and then it ended up coming out on Steam in early access around February of 2018, last year. Came out in early access. I actually did a video on that. If you guys have been with me a really long time, it was actually one of the first videos I did here on this channel. It was horrible, by the way. I'm very sorry if you happen to see that video. But now the game is out of early access. It is in full release on PC. It's version 1.0, and the game is out and about now. So I figured it would be appropriate to go back and check out the game, see what has changed, and then give you my thoughts and opinions on it, see if it's worth playing. Before you get into that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I know it's annoying to say at the beginning of every video, but I see you guys out there, okay? 62% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed. What the hell is up with that? Don't be a bunch of bitches, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications, blah, 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 so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. That is, unless, of course, you are a bitch-ass motherfucker. Let's get into this video. So I went back and played Battalion 1944 for the first time in probably close to a year and a half after I got it on early access. The reason I did this, pretty damn simple, because it was because Shroud was playing it, okay? Honestly, that's the reason. Hey, this game is out now? A big streamer's playing it? It's gotta be awesome, right? I mean, really, it's not like these guys get paid massive amounts of money to play these games. No. That would never happen. Shroud's just playing Battalion because it's an awesome game, so I'm gonna go check it out myself. So I had about a 45-minute session on Battalion, and basically what I'm gonna do in this video is give you a timeline of the events, the things that I experienced, and then at the end, some overall thoughts that I have about this game. So first thing is first, no game is complete without loot boxes and supply drops, right? That's right. The first thing that I did when I opened up this game was opened a few supply drops. I guess I had these things reserved for me. They were awarded to me because I was an early access member and I was one of the first people to ever play the game. So I opened up my supply drops, and much to my dismay, you guessed it, guess what I got out of them? A bunch of stupid bullshit that nobody really cares about. Shocking, I know. So I open up all this crap out of these supply drops, not even knowing what to do with it, not even knowing how to equip any of the shit, right? Who cares about any of that? We're here for the gameplay, right? So I go and get into a gameplay and matchmake. Spawn in, I set my controls, we're ready to go. I'm using some kind of variation of some kind of trench gun. I don't know what the hell it is. And it soon doesn't take long at all for me to realize that my aim is absolute dog shit. Desperately trying to get this thing to feel natural, I try to get to a point where I'm somewhat comfortable, where it feels pretty similar to the other games of sensitivity that I play on PC with my mouse and keyboard. So what happens for the next few minutes is that I'm running around basically getting absolutely decimated by these PC MR aimbot keyboard and mouse gods. And that was one of the first things that I noticed about this game, which I remember from the first time I played it. This game will make you feel like you are a terrible PC player. If you even think you're good for a second, think again when you spin this game up. No joke. It was just absolutely pathetic, bro. So these guys are dumping on me. I'm getting a kill here and there, but nothing's really going well. And then after a while, I don't know why, but something about this match just felt strange. Something just felt off. I couldn't quite put my finger on what it was, but then I remembered from back in the day, the first time I played this game, I remembered that the developer said that they put bots in some of these matches if the match isn't full. So with this game pretty much being dead and all before its resurgence, I kindly typed into the chat box, "Are y'all bots?" Because I didn't even know if I was actually playing against any real people, you know what I mean? It just at least didn't even feel like it, you know what I mean? I was getting melted so fast, so I was like, maybe these are just aimbots. It probably took about a minute and a half for one of these sweaty bastards to finally get killed by someone and respond to me. And when he responded to me, he said, "Some servers like this one are just broken, people. It will just go on forever." So that confirmed two things for me right off the bat there. First of all, no, they were not bots. There's actual people in this game. And the second thing it confirmed was I wasn't even in an actual game, dude. I was just in a pre-game lobby. I noticed the timer wasn't even going up. So I'm running around getting killed by these sweaty tryhards, basically doing nothing. And hey, at least it's not affecting my KD, right? Wait, I forgot. It's 2019. No one cares about KDs anymore. But I ended up figuring to myself, no, this is some good practice, right? This'll be fine for a little while until the game starts. Basically, in short, wrong. really extremely wrong, as a matter of fact. A couple more minutes went by and I kindly commented, "This fucking sucks," which it did. It did suck. There was this annoying ass song that just kept playing over and over. No score was actually happening. The flag was missing. The match was not progressing. It was basically a frozen game where it wasn't fully frozen. After another few minutes or so of mindlessly running around getting killed, you know what I said to myself? I said, "Fuck this." And I actually said it to everybody else in the game too, and went on my way back to the lobby. So after not one, but 2 more attempts to find a match after that, which I ended up using the server browser feature to find an actual match that was happening, I finally found myself in a real regular game of Battalion 1944. Finally, I could see what the gameplay is really truly like. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it felt good. It felt really, really good. I honestly had a pretty good time playing this. It's a really, really sweaty game, man. Like, if you were a PC god, you were gonna love this kind of game. Unfortunately for your boy here, that is just simply not the case, but I still had myself some fun in this free-for-all match that I got into, and I decided to do some sniping, because why not, you know? And I also figured that because I knew I was going to make a YouTube video on this, that I'd do some sniping, because generally people want to see sniping in these first-person shooter games. So everything was really pretty good. The gunplay was good. It felt solid and smooth, and if you think the gunplay in Call of Duty is simple, I mean, the gunplay in this is about as simple as it can get, which really, truly brings out the skill gap, man. It does. And you would think it would be the opposite, but when nobody has perks and there's no quick draw, there's no readying up faster, there's nothing to help you except your own aim, the flaws in your aim and your playstyle are definitely going to shine through on this, and you're not gonna like what you discover about yourself as a player. Besides gunplay, the game ran really, really well. I got a good frame rate and it looks really good. You know, the maps have a lot more detail than they had back when the game was in early access. There's a lot more like rubble and debris and all types of other stuff thrown around. Now, it's nothing crazy and the sound isn't too insane like a Battlefield game or anything like that, but basically this game is top of the line indie game, exactly what you would expect from an indie developer. Now, just as a little added bonus here at the end, which if you guys are still with me, you better still be watching this goddamn video, I found a hidden gem in this game when I went and looked for a game of Search and Destroy, and that hidden gem came in the form of Nuketown. Literally, Nuketown from Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Somebody made this game. I don't know how this happens. PC mods, server rentals, I don't know how it works, dude. I'm not that into PC gaming on that side of it. But the long and short of it is I got to play a game of Search and Destroy on Nuketown, and it was honestly a ton of fun. It was probably the first time that I've been happy to see Nuketown since Black Ops 1. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know how I feel about Nuketown, right? I'm not really a fan of Nuketown anymore, not in Call of Duty at least. But when I saw Nuketown in this game, I honestly, like, I had a great time. I really did. I had a fun time. It was good to play on a map that I'm at least familiar with the layout of, and we were playing Search and Destroy and getting a little bit sweaty, and all around, it was a good experience. Now comes time for the hard part, the actual question in the thumbnail of this video. The reason you clicked on the video, is this game worth going back to? I'll say this right now. If you're going back to it, meaning you already owned the game in early access, yes, dude, 100%. Go back and check it out, see what you think of it now. You already own the game. I mean, what do you really have to lose? But however, if you don't own the game, I really don't know how much I would really recommend you going out and getting the game just because you saw it in this video. It's not a bad game by any means at all. It's just that I really think that the player base, like the hardcore fans of this game, is really a very, very small percentage of PC gamers. And this game also died pretty damn quickly in early access. Like within like 6 weeks, it was pretty much a ghost town. It was completely deserted. And honestly, you know, I hate to say it, but I just kind of foresee that happening all over again. I really do. They say that they're working on a console version of it, but it took them 3 years to produce this PC version. And I don't, you know, I just don't think the console version, I don't think it's even gonna make it in this generation. So unless that comes out and then there's crossplay and all that, which I don't think these indie devs are really capable of doing, I could be wrong, I would probably recommend skipping out in this game and just watching the gameplay and enjoying it for what it is. I think the only time that I would truly and honestly recommend you picking up this game brand new right now is if you are if you're a god, if you're a PC god, then get it. You're gonna have a ton of fun shitting all over noobs like myself, because honestly, I feel like those are the type of people that are attracted to this game the most. They're really, really good at games, and that's it. And I had a tough time keeping up with these dudes. But that's really gonna wrap it up, man. That was my experience revisiting Battalion. Honestly, overall, it was a pretty positive experience. I know the matchmaking is still kind of broken, and I know they will get that fixed up, but from core game perspective, I mean, they have supply drops now, which might be a plus or a negative depending on who you are. They got weapon skins, they got new maps coming out now, and for now, the game is populated. If you look at Steam charts, it does have somewhat of a healthy player base playing it. Don't know how long it's gonna last, but if you already own the game, definitely go back and give it a shot. Now, I know for a fact there are some dudes that watch this channel, because we've talked about it on Twitter before. I know some of these dudes are out there that are playing this game right now, but if you are one of the people that has this game and we have never talked about it before, let me know down in the comments right now. What do you think about version 1.0? Is it gonna be your main game? Like, what's the deal over here? You know, I don't think I could ever play this game as my main game. I'm a Call of Duty player, you know, that's just what I am. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing content such as this. Turn on your notifications so you can be a part of the buzz every time a new video goes live, and follow me on Twitter, link is down below, and I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye.